Hi there! Suggest. There are a few ways to use the verb suggest, which I'll cover in this video. So I suggest that you grab a drink, get comfy, and listen up. Suggest is to tell somebody about a suitable person, thing, method, and so on. It's a synonym for recommend. You can suggest somebody or something for a particular job or purpose. Who would you suggest for the job? I would suggest Rachel for the job. Or we can suggest somebody or something as something. Would you suggest Clive as project manager? He suggested Paris as the perfect place to propose marriage. Suggest plus a noun phrase. It is possible to use a noun phrase as the object of suggest. Can you suggest a good movie? May I suggest a red wine with this dish? Why don't you suggest our restaurant as a wedding venue? Sometimes we need to mention who will receive the suggestion. In this case, we use a to construction. Why don't you suggest our restaurant to her as a wedding venue? A common mistake is to say, suggest someone something. Can you suggest me a good movie? It's wrong. It needs to be, can you suggest a good movie to me? Suggest plus that clause. If we want to suggest an action to someone, we can use a that clause. I suggest that you arrive early for the show. But in informal situations, particularly in casual conversations with friends, we often leave out the word that. It's implied. I suggest you arrive early for the show. If the suggestion was made in the past, we can use should in the that clause, particularly in British English. The teacher suggested that the children should read at home every day. Suggest plus ing form. Sometimes we want to suggest an action, but we don't need to mention who will do it because the listener already knows. In this case, we can use suggest with the ing form of a verb. I suggest getting a second opinion before having surgery. I could have said, I suggest that you get a second opinion before having surgery. But the other person knows I'm talking about them, so I can cut out that you get and replace it with getting. The same goes for the example I used earlier. I suggest that you arrive early for the show could become, I suggest arriving early for the show. Suggest plus a WH question. We can also use suggest with a question word such as where, what, who, and how. Can anyone suggest where we could have our party? Can you suggest how I might contact them? If I suggest what you need to do, will you do it? Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you found this helpful, and check out some of my other videos. Bye!